when I look at our parents, which are in the 90s, in the 80s, there was no high rate of divorce compared to now.
I grew up in the barracks. In the 70s, 80s, soldiers, these men stay with their wives and 6, 7 children in that room and parlor. Marriage is not all about being ready. It's not all about age. I'm 30 now. Please, it's time for me to get married. Is this not time when you are not ripe for it? Not because of age, not because of familiarity. Marriage stands when there is endurance. People are not patient. Women do beat men too. Women abuse men too. The mothers we had beared everything for better, for worse. I was watching BB Naija. The guy prepared dish, dropped it for her. She ate. He stood up, carried the plate. I was like, wow. And my daughter said, that's why I love him. Some men, when they do it and their families come and see, they say, they don't cook a forgiver. We in the barracks, we call it God know me. So I say, mo fake your mom, me jia be mo she jia. I don't want my children to suffer the way I suffer. You spare the rod and spoil the child. I teach. I've seen where parents come to school to fight me. Why did you beat my son? Why did you touch my daughter? Now there are some again that abuse their wives. These children see it and they feel this is normal. Train your sons. When people now go into social media and start learning from social media, they miss it. At the end of the day, what happens? Divorce. Now you don't expect me after giving birth. Now start tying wrapper on your chest. You now leave your body. You will not be able to move. Music is playing. You are not able to even bend your body. You don't get it. These are things women don't notice in their men. Men like respect. If you are submitted, you give them that respect. Oh my God. If you are doing it and the man doesn't see it, something is wrong. God will not do for man what man must do for himself. Men are more emotional than we women. We are drama queens. Forget that thing. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, hurt a man and see how the man will feel. A fair guy will just turn black.
With the high rate of divorce in Nigeria, on today's episode, we'll be talking about the causes of divorce in this 21st century. Welcome to Lyte African TV. My name is Andrea Elizabeth, and on today's show, I have an amazing woman who will be diving into this topic, because when it comes to marriage, we don't need any other person coming to talk about it. We need someone who has experienced marriage, who has been into it, who have seen it all. So join me as a welcome Mrs. Annie on the show. Mrs. Annie, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
So what can you say about the rate of divorce in this 21st century? Because I'll make mention of 21st century because of when I look at our parents, which are in the 90s, in the 80s, there was no high rate of divorce compared to now. So what can you really say about divorce now in this century?
Thank God you said this 21st century. I grew up in the barracks, and in the 70s, 80s, you find out that all soldiers, the barrack men, the barrack men, we call them other ranks, they stayed together. Barrack apartment, especially other ranks apartment, has a room and parlor self-contained. And you find out that these men stay with their wives and 6, 7 children in that room and parlor self-contained. I don't know. Now they do, but not as much children. It's different. It's different. So when we talk about the causes of divorce, there are so many causes. There are so many. But I want to make a point today. There's something I really want to teach people. I want people to learn from it. Marriage is not all about being ready. Marriage is not all about age. You see, some boys will say, I'm 30 now. Please, it's time for me to get married. Is this not time when you are not ripe for it? Yes. Now you want to get married. I've been dating a girl for 10 years. Some will say, no, she needs to stay with me for 5 years so I'll know her. Now, divorce comes in not because of age, not because of familiarity. Yes, not because you love that person. Mind you, marriage stands when there is endurance. People are not patient. Ladies are not patient, likewise the men. I call them gentlemen. The patience is not in the marriage. Patience comes when a man is dating a woman. The lady will say, oh, I'll be patient. When I enter, I know he will change. The same thing, the man will say, I know she's just doing this because I'm dating her. She feels I will not marry her. You get it? I know when she comes in, she will change. Now, when she comes in, and what you thought she will come with it, she will not come with it. She will not. Listen, when you marry somebody, you see the true being of that person. She has been enduring. Now she can't endure it. There's one thing about we ladies. That's why I included myself. We ladies. Ladies don't hide. They maintain. Yes. I need to maintain this relationship. It's just as if you want to fry egg. You know, you break it, you whisk it before you do every other thing. Do you understand? They maintain the relationship. But once they leave from that being that courtship and now becomes the wife, that is when, to me, that is when relationship starts. So, relationship is not during courtship. Relationship is during the marriage. When you are fully married, they've gone to pay your bride price, they've done this one, you are now in as Mrs. That is when the man will know you and you will know the man. After all, he cannot send me out. We are married. Now, when we talk of divorce, there are two things involved in divorce. Divorce is when a man legally or a woman legally separates with the woman. Then there's another one we call separation.
Wow.
It's not even divorce. Before this show, I had a call. The woman that called me, I was told she traveled. And I asked her, they said you traveled, your number. I said, no, Emi o ṣe mọ́ o. Emi o padà wá. That's what she said. Ó ti sú mi. I said, ìyanu á ṣẹlẹ̀. What are we now saying? Now, if I tell you this woman is a woman that has been married for over 20 years, the man is very old. This is the time the man needs a companion. And now the woman decides to leave. For how long has she been enduring? For how long has the man too been enduring? So when we talk about divorce in this 20... If you are in a marriage that is abusive, I don't advise that lady or that man. Women do beat men too. Women abuse men too. It is not only men that abuses women. Men, it's a whole man like you. Right. See this small woman beating you. Do you understand? When there is abuse in the marriage, I personally do advise, please leave. They not bury your placenta there. The mothers we had bared everything. They were ready for that sentence the father or reverend father or pastor gave, for better, for worse, till death do us part. This generation, for better, for stay, for worse, for go. Nobody wants to stay. No. You can't turn me to your punching back. Yes. I was watching BB Niger and I was proud of somebody there. There's a couple there. I saw it myself. The guy prepared dish, dropped it for her. She ate. He stood up, carried the dish, carried the plate. I was like, wow, this is a gentleman. And my daughter said, that's why I love him. I'm voting for double K. I'm not advertising them, please. You can imagine. Some men, when they do it and their families come and see, they say, you don't chop good nomi. They don't cook and forgive them. We in the barracks, we call it got nomi. Do you understand? But this, it's supposed to be normal. House chores you help. Your wife is your helpmate. It's not your house girl. It's not your slave. When you're doing this, she should be doing that. When she's doing this, you should be doing that. But now we don't have that patience. Those days, our mothers farm, cassava, fry gari, burn all our hands. Do you understand? My mother will go and buy Yamazaki bian in Benue State for days. Enter, we call it gongoro then. This lorry, this big lorry, we call it gongoro then. They will come back. They are there. Whether there's salary, there's no salary. Nobody waits for me salary. But this century, many parents are the cause of their problems. Some say, "Mo fẹ́ kí ọmọ mi jìyà bí mo ṣe jìyà." I don't want my children to suffer the way I suffer. You allow. You spare the rod and spoil the child. Instead of what? Sparing the child and spoiling the rod. I teach, and I've seen where parents come to school to fight me. Why did you beat my son? Why did you touch my daughter? A child you want to correct. I know beating aggressively or beating in anger is wrong. But when you beat a child, make that child to know that what he or she has done is wrong. I have seen many students that I corrected become somebody today. They have failed in their duties. They have. Now there are some parents that have only male children, just boys, 6 boys, 4 boys. There are some of us that have only girls.
So would you say that parents have failed in their duties in training these children to understand what marriage is all about?
I will tell you something now. Thumbs up to my mom. My mom had boys and had girls. Now, my mom doesn't look at you that because you're a boy, you cannot grind pepper. Then there was nothing like blender, grinding stone. My mom will not say, because you're a girl, you should not carry bucket on your head. You know rich. Soldier wife, you know rich. My brothers, our firstborn was a boy. You see, they were full tomatoes and pepper inside this paint rubber 5-liter bucket. He will use his hand with grinding stone. It will be smoother than their engine. I bet you. The same thing all our boys. They do house chores. They cook. They cook our native soup. I'm from Benue State. I'm Thief by tribe. There's nothing my brothers cannot do. But these days, you say, leave it, let your sister come and do it. Leave it. No, this is a girl's work. It's not a boy's work. How are we training these children? Now, because you have boys in the house, you feel, who will do the cooking? Who will do the dishes? Who will sweep? Now, the mother will do everything. If they are the type that have this change, they look for housemaid. They now leave these boys. How do you want to make them better husbands tomorrow? Now, there are some again that abuse their wives, and these children see it and they feel this is normal. Why is my food small? One meat for me. And children are very fast. No, they are not even very good. They are very, very fast. Once it enters there, pop, it remains there. Very, very fast. Now, when they now get married to their own wives, it's normal now. Maybe during courtship, he has done it to the girlfriend, and the girlfriend will look at him, maybe it's because we are not married. Now, when she comes in and he starts doing it again, you say, what is this? What? My father does it, and it's normal. A wife can do anything wrong, and the husband should be able to do anything he wants to do with her or do to her, which is wrong. So you see, this century, this generation, they still have a long way to go. My pastor will always tell the good women, train your sons. Don't train only the daughters. You see this life. Let's talk about that, Osinachi. Yeah. The church she attends is one. Now, she coming out, it will be as if she wants to disgrace or insult her husband. Now she's trying to keep the family, keep the secret of that family because of her ministry, because of the church. What will the church say? What will people say? She was a celebrity. Now, she wanted to cover it. What happened? I believe everybody learned a big lesson from it.
Yes, it made a lot of women come out.
You can imagine.
The internet was buzzing.
Now, all of us are into social media. Exactly. Even those illiterate ones. Their sons and daughters that have made it, we buy them Android phone. And they'll just be, Facebook, they will go. They learned from it. But you yourself, what I tell my children, you see me like this, Anastasia, I'm a social media on my own. Everybody have their own belief, have their own principles. Now, when you start looking at what people are giving you on social media, my dear, you miss your way. Because the character in that social media is not your character. It is not you. The person you're dealing with may not be that kind of person that has to do with what that social media has taught you. You get it? So when people now go into social media and start learning from social media, they miss it. At the end of the day, what happens? Divorce. I cannot bear it. I cannot stay. I have to go. Marriage is for better, for worse. That's why even if you marry, there is one I saw on social media too, that during the wedding, the pastor said, forsaking even my phone, and the man could not talk.
Yeah, I saw that video. The man could not say.
The man not said it. He said no. He said yes, forsake even your phone. He refused. I told my daughters, me, I will say it that day. If he says no, marriage finished there and then. They believe is his principles. We grew up when phone came out. We started knowing, a man is not supposed to check your phone. Your phone is your private property. We are one. Then everything we do should be one. Why will you have your own private? No. So I met with some officers, army officers. We were invited to a social gathering anyway. And we're like talking. We now jumped into marriage. And I said, why do you men cheat? The corner told me, said, if you dey eat rice every day, you no go tire. That cheating is a man's thing. Now, a message to the ladies. When courting, know your man. When in marriage, those things you do that makes that man to stay with you, do not stop doing it. I've met somebody that came out, even on the pulpit, and said, if your husband met you lekpa, if your husband met you horrible, don't say you want to watch your weight and become lekpa.
So now you're talking about a lady staying the way her husband met her or her fiancé met her. You know, I have this lady that stays around my house. I think before the man met her, she's chubby. And all of a sudden, now the man is finding her irritating. And I think the reason being because of her tummy. Because number one, she had one CS, which was really, really, in fact, it wasn't a normal CS. The cutting was something else. And now she's having a big tummy. And the husband now is seeing it as a fault on her own part. What do you have to say about that?
Now, let me tell you. When he met her, she was chubby. Now she has given birth. What's really happened is she did not notice what he didn't like. If she had noticed it, she would have worked on it. I'm chubby. My husband met me like this. I'm the type that puts on short knicker. I like being smart. Now, you don't expect me after giving birth. I have 3 kids. You understand? Now start tying wrapper on your chest. You now walk past him. You now leave your body. You will not be able to move. Music is playing. You are not able to even bend your body. You don't get it. Now these are things women don't notice in their men. When a man starts changing, the man will not tell you, this thing you're doing is wrong. This is what you have done that is wrong. No, the man expects you to detect it yourself. So where you are not able to detect it, that's where problem starts. What you have done or successfully done now is to push him outside. And that's where he now starts looking for the chubby one that is dressing smartly. You get it? We need to change their mindset. They say, Kinimowa Otibimo, that the woman has given birth. I beg she should stay at home. Those men I told you, the other one owns that hotel. And he told me, you don't expect me to be seeing these girls without bra, without on this, shaking their things. Then you expect me to turn my eyes away. I was like seriously? So please, there are so many things, too many wrong things happening in the society now. I don't know if it is end time. I don't know. I don't know if it is the economy. I don't know if men just want to satisfy themselves. The same thing women. Just as men are living, women too are living. Yes, the divorce is not only for women, for a woman. Women now are sensible, and women now, most of them that leave are because they are in one stupid, abusive relationship. Imagine somebody you call your love, my sweetheart, you give the man names that nobody has given him in his life, carry hot iron and place on your chest, on your breast. Let me just be plain. Straight up. That is not love. That is not love. That is not love. I had a friend, she's late, rest her soul. She was in a relationship just because she felt her age is not what she can start all over again. She remained in that relationship. This is a lady that will get pregnant. This guy will beat nonsense. At the end of the day, she will lose that pregnancy. Not once, not twice. It was the fourth one she died. Now you expect me to go to her funeral. I didn't go because I was angry. I didn't. Many women are suffering. But you see this generation, they've started speaking out. People are now doing for better, for stay, for worst, for go. They go. They're just there for go. Just leave. You cannot remain in a marriage that wants to kill you. I used to tell people, even if you die, do you know where you're going to? God will tell you, you brought yourself here. I didn't bring you here because it's not your time. You came on your own accord. So face it. Both the men, both the women are all afraid. They are afraid of the unknown. They are afraid of tomorrow. You see, people will say, I'm afraid of tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I will advise them. Marriage is a very, very sweet thing if you are with the right person. We Africans believe in praying, but I tell people, God will not do for man what man must do for himself. Everything is not prayer. Everything in this life is not about praying. If it was about praying, our economy would have changed. The rate at which Nigerians pray. My advice, one, be committed. Be submitted. Be sincere. I think that 3 should be enough. Or I should add 1. Be honest. When you're committed, when you're submitted, when you're sincere, when you're honest, men like it. Women like it even more. So when you have these 4 things in your relationship, in your courtship, when you now enter, you will find out that it will be easy. He knows your do's and your don'ts. He knows what you like and what you don't like. I remember when I was growing up, if you just ask me, like, they know they beat me. I will tell you why. They know they beat me. If you are the type that beats your girlfriend or slap, don't touch me. My daddy is a soldier. I will carry you enter guard room. I tell you straight up. And then people were afraid of barrack girls or barrack boys. So we do our thing ourselves. Yes. So me, I schooled outside the barrack. I even schooled in another state. So anywhere I find myself, you talk to me, I'll tell you, are you the type that beats? The day you touch me, fine now. I will deal with you as if I don't know you. That is it. But if they can manage these 4 things I've given, life will be sweet for them in their marriage. Just be honest, be sincere, be committed, be submitted. My boss's wife calls him Oluwami, my Lord. Which honor does a man need again? Men, they have this. Men like respect. If you are submitted, you give them that respect. Oh my God. A man will go to the sky, go to heaven, come back for you. If you are doing it and a man doesn't see it, something is wrong. A man don't just take decision. That's one thing we should know. Men don't just sit down and say, let me do. No. Men follow your footsteps. Oh, she's doing this. And a man will never tell you. That's what I've been saying. Men don't talk. They don't complain. They'll tell you they are bearing. That's why they'll tell you, I'm a man. When they are hot, they will not talk. Okay, I've let go. No problem. Just forget about it. It's a lie. They are crying inside. They are down. And let me tell you one thing. Men are more emotional than we women. We are drama queen. We are drama queens. Forget that thing. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, hurt a man and see how the man will feel. A fair guy will just turn black. Emotional pain. Emotional pain. They'll just turn. Their color will just change drastically. They will just see one stupid face. God. Sincerely. So please, the woman should understand the man. The man should understand the woman. Don't say, he has money, he's rich, he's made. We can cope. Your name is what? Sorry. I'm telling you.
Mrs. Annie, thank you for coming, and I appreciate everything you've taught us. Guys, you've heard it all. If there is anything you need to pick from this show today, is number 1, you need to learn to be patient. You need to know your spouse. You need to be submissive, committed, and be honest to each other. Not just one person, both of you. But we would want you to do one thing for us. We want you to drop your opinion on the causes of divorce in this 21st century in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel on Lyte African TV. See you in our next episode.